Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here in FortressCraft Evolved. I'm Maxon Evolved, and let's get right to it. So, we have a problem. I think this is the episode where we finally kind of figure something out here. I don't think these lasers are really working like they're supposed to. And I don't think these batteries are giving us enough. So, what I want to do is try to swap out some of these for these Mark III batteries right here. Right, so these things right here. So we got a couple ways we could do this. You can see that we need alloyed machine blocks. Now, last episode we set up lightweight machine housings to autocraft, but we kind of haven't really gotten farther than that. But luckily, I think if we look over here, we can handcraft alloyed machine blocks. Now, this is obviously a super inefficient way of doing it. So maybe we can look at using the crafters and kind of using some of that tier 2 ore in the short term. But, worst comes to worst, I'm thinking maybe we need at minimum, 8, 2 for each corner. Maybe I'll replace the bottom 2. I'll kind of replace the bottom 2 batteries with the Mark IIIs, which are 5,000 power, and then I'll try to get this set up so that it's using 2 generators for power generation. So let's see, how much would that even cost if I were to do it by hand just as a quick fix? So, all right, so 8 of those, no problem. 16 alloyed machine blocks. 16 alloyed machine blocks would take, oh my gosh, that's so many. What do these take? Okay, so we are working on titanium housings. How many do I have in here? 27? That is, oh man, that is like really, really not enough. I think our only option is to go down and see if we can set something up. So let's run down to where the tier 2 ores are smelting at least. I'm definitely not going to leave these in here, but I think in the short term, we don't really have a choice. So I'm just going to replace all this stuff. Okay. So first things first, hardened blocks. I'm just going to, I don't know if it needs power, so I'm just going to throw it down here. Okay, so it wants a hopper. Well, there's a hopper. What else do you need? Nickel and titanium. Okay, so okay, so we got titanium right here, and nickel's coming from over there. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to move this to, I guess, here, right? And then I'll have, oh no, you know what, I'm gonna move it over one. We'll move it right there, and then we'll just get titanium, right? Remove only, and nickel add only. I'm trying to think about the best way to, let me update my hotbar here. I'm trying to think about, so I need to get these 2 components, right? So this is obviously not hard. Like, boom, done. The nickel, though, I want to make sure that I'm not, it should be okay. It's not going to pull from anything. So actually, we're fine. That's gold. Okay, don't need that. Let's do something like this. I don't want to interfere with the stuff coming out, so let's grab some of this. And keep in mind, this is purely just to kind of, whoa. What? Oh my gosh. Oh no, we should be good. Oh, was it grabbing from there? Where? Oh, I rotated this. What the hell? I am glad I caught that. That would have kind of pissed me off. Okay. We're good. We're good. I don't mind having a little coal on me. It's not a big deal. Alright. So we should be producing, what are these? Hardened blocks? Okay. So we got hardened blocks. Now we need alloyed blocks. I'm assuming this needs power. It does need power. 15 power per second. Okay. So if I just throw it down right here, the ugliness of this is okay, so we'll throw a hopper. What do you want? Gold and hardened machine blocks. Okay, well, Let's make you remove only. And we got hard machine blocks right here. I think I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to do something like that. Are you not? Oh, this is remove only. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do... Because I'm sure that I'll need these, you know? Like on my person. So we'll do that, and we'll have some coming right here. So just 100 hard machine blocks should be enough. And then we need gold. So I'm going to have the output there. I'm going to have the gold come in here. But I need to grab the gold from over here. And this is where it kind of gets gross. But, you know, you do what you got to do. I'm going to do something like this. Now, I need to make sure that when I go over, I'm not hitting any hoppers, right? So, rotate you to there. That should miss all the hoppers. Now, keep in mind, once we actually automate our tier 2 room, all of this is going to go away because this is impossible to work with. And I need to come out one more. And down. Okay, so rotate you. And then this should be making the blocks, right? Just waiting for the gold bar. Okay, nice. So it's making alloyed machine blocks. Now, we've only got 100, but I think that'll be okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to set all of these to doing this right now. Because none of these are sharing, I'm going to have them all dedicated to blocks. Keep in mind, I know I keep saying this, but this will all change once we once we have a better our setup going. But okay, so in the meantime, while that's kind of doing its thing, I want to move some more machines from up here down. And I think I'm going to start with this wire and this iron gear maker. So we're just going to demolish everything. We're going to take it all and we're going to run downstairs. Oh, something else I did. Oh, you know what? This is tin plates. I'm going to take this too. We should be able to get it all back up and running. How are we doing over here? Nice. So you can see our belt crafter. We got 500 just chilling. So that's worked out nicely. I've actually gone and expanded the floor out here because we were having the issue where our machines were coming too far out. And what I think I'm going to do design-wise is I'll probably, because we're in a we're perpendicular to the CPH, we're not going to get enemies that come in from this direction. So I'll probably kind of like find the centerpiece, like the center part of this wall, and build like an arch of some sort. I don't know. We'll kind of figure it out. But I'll do something design-wise. So let's get down here. And now I've also extended this wall up. And I've ran, you know, some of the stuff from over here that we're going to need into this room already. So we should just be good to go. So let me put all this stuff on a hotbar. So I want stampers. I want, what are you? Extrusion plants. I want, where's the iron gear maker? I know I want that. Iron gear maker, okay. And you know, with this, I don't know if I'm going to get rack railers going right this second. I can't be having gaps in the floor. You know what I mean? Okay. So, let's see. So we want, you know what? I should put a regular hopper down here too. Regular hoppers. There we go. All right, so let's come into a hopper. I should probably have belts on this bar as well. Ugh, so many things. Oh, but you know what? This is my... It's fine. I'll just do it this way. Okay, so we're going to come in like that. Straight into 3 stampers. Because we need iron plates. That's going to go into... I guess another hopper, right? A remove only hopper. Okay, so it looks like it does take. Nice. Alright, so there's that. And you know what? Well, actually, iron gears aren't that big of a deal. So let's throw one iron gear maker down. And I guess we'll just have that go. Do I have any 500 slot hoppers? I do. Let's just have that go in a 500 slot. So boom, automated iron gears. What else do we need? We need copper wire. Copper is right here. You know, I could just siphon straight off of this actually. So it's just, I'm gonna do something like that, and just like that, you know. I need belts. Boom. That should be copper wire, yeah. Excellent. And then we are gonna need. So this is the lightweight machine housing line. This is the. What are you? Oh, this is the belt line. I guess I can. Let me see here. So this looks like it's the bottleneck for this system, which means this has a little extra. So I'm gonna tap into that, right? And I'm going to run over here. Now, once we get this room actually designed, the designs for these might change, so don't get too attached to what you see. But oh, I guess, you know what? I'll just make a just like that. Iron plates or tin plates. And if I find that I need more, I can always swap out the hoppers for bigger ones. So now we've got wire, tin plates, lightweight machine housings, belts, iron gears. Oh, you know, I do need the charged lithium coil maker. But I don't think I'm going to move that down just yet. We're not really hurting on charged lithium coils. So let's see how we're doing in here. Are you 50-50? Okay. How are you doing? Wow, this is taking some time. Hardened machine blocks, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that right now, and I'm just gonna throw in all the hardened machine blocks because we're kind of purpose building this right now. You know, we need it for our defense. So when we do get this system set up permanently, I'm probably going to have more than one crafter going at a time. I might have just like a purpose-built hardened machine block crafter, maybe like 2 or 3 of them, and then a purpose-built alloyed machine block assembler. So let's take that. Let's run up and see how we're doing with everything. All right, so as you can see, it looks like we have enough that we can make at least the 8 batteries I was thinking about. So now let's take a look. Okay, so this is coming up just straight up, right? But I would want it at an angle. If I'm going to keep these where they are and just do like a 1-for-1 swap, let me just do this, right? So if I just do something like that, right? So just something like that, that's a lot of extra power. But I worry about the recharge, right? I don't think that's going to be able to kind of recharge fast enough. So what I think I want to do is do something like this, where I got generator, maybe a small storage hopper, and then I need a way to get up to it, you know? Let me do something like this. I'm trying to think about the way to do this without disrupting everything so much. And I think it's gonna look a little. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Take you down. I'm gonna have this going. No, wait, that's not even lined up right, is it? Nope. That's fine. That's fine. So we'll do something like this. Get rid of that. Rotate you. Get rid of this and this. Throw that down there, and that up there. Ugh, it is disgusting. Actually, you know what? You know what? This is probably better if I just do something like that, because I still want to make sure that line's fed, right? But now we have 2 generators on our power or on our defensive stack right there. So let me kind of repeat the process over here. Get rid of these lasers. These really aren't doing as much at this point, so no point really keeping them. So throw those on there. I'm going to want all this. I'm going to want my generators on the sides. And I'm going to want a hopper. You know what? I might as well just like come down with it. Maybe get rid of that. We'll just kind of rotate, because this one isn't quite the same as the other one, because the other one's feeding something else. So with that should be fine. So let's kind of do the same thing. We're just going to rinse and repeat. Grab some housings on the way. Drop those. That should be all the lasers, right? Yeah. Get rid. Throw the batteries on. And I think once I can craft more batteries, I'll just do that. I'll just replace them all with Mark Vs, which shouldn't be too much longer because we are right, you know, we're auto crafting them. So, all right, so throw you guys, and boom. So now you have 2 generators. And I think this will really, because this is now getting 256 power per second. And I think that'll really improve our ability to kind of recharge our guns. I don't think it's as one of the comments pointed out, I don't think it's a damage lack. Like, we don't have a lack of damage. We run out of power too quick, which is exactly kind of what we are solving right now. All right, so come down. All right, and just like that, we are at least all kind of done up right there. Let's go check on those batteries and see if we can make any more, because I have none on me. Let's hop over here. I really don't like spaghetti if I can help it. Ooh, I think I had, what is that? 17, so that's 8 more. Okay. We're getting there. I can't wait till we actually start replacing our whole defensive setup. And I think we're actually going to be getting pretty close to that, you know. I think we are kind of progressing along nicely. And that's going to allow us to really kind of focus on the design here in a little bit. Because I think once we get the defense kind of set up to the point where it's a little sustainable, you know, the next thing is going to be to start working on biomass. Give me that. There we go. Getting biomass up, making our resin farm. That's something I really want to get going, because like I was kind of saying before, that's like an unlimited source of, I think it's high energy composite fuel. And just like that, you know, we are going from 1,500 to 5,000 power. So that's huge. This is 20,000 power. And I don't think these take that much. In fact, we still got 20 minutes till we get attacked, but what else? Let me see if I can't just finish that off. All right. And one last block. Boom. And just like that, we have 25,000 power powering our 10 turrets. And so we're actually kind of building up a surplus of power to the point where we might even be able to add a couple more turrets if we find that that's not enough. But we're eventually going to start getting into the Mark IIIs, and you know, we could actually probably start getting into these a little bit. One thing I did do off camera is it still in here? I did upgrade Spiderbot. I got him. Where is it? Is it in here? I got Spider bought his Canon, so he's rocking the Canon. Hopefully that'll come in handy. I don't know if you can see it on him, but hopefully that comes in handy when we start getting those heavies, because I want to start collecting all those bug parts again, you know. And one other thing I want to do, so we're pretty much, other than this primary, the primary upgrade module, yeah, primary upgrade module crafter, other than relocating this, and this is the lithium coil charger, other than this, these two machines, I mean, these are the last two tier 1 kind of auto crafters. Then it's maybe setting up like a dedicated research room. You know, something where, you know, maybe we put the actual lab over here. And, you know, maybe we set the lab up somewhere, I don't know, you know, wherever we decided to be. Maybe even over here, I don't know. But then under the lab, you know, on the bottom side, we can have hoppers like this, and have a bunch of these little stations set up to kind of constantly feed research pods that are, you know, that are auto crafting, so we can just run up and select the research we want, and then just, you know, forget about it, let it do its thing. And I'm also contemplating moving Spider Bro, because I want him closer to where all the production is going. And since our Mark 1, or our, I guess, tier 1 crafting room is going to be kind of somewhere under where this belt crafter is right here, so it's going to be somewhere under here. Anything that needs to come up, eventually everything is going to come up here. I want just like a hoppers like this, right? I want to be able to just walk up to a hopper, see what it is, and grab it if I want to. You know, 500 belts. Here's tin plates. Here's copper wire. Here's, you know, lightweight machine housings, whatever. I want to just be able to do that if I want. And, you know, it kind of comes down to, so if this area is kind of the designated tier 1 area, then, you know, we can kind of come over as far as we want. That's not a huge deal, because I want to, you know, I want to make sure that we get the throughput we need from the bars. You know, that might actually be the other thing we need to do. I want to get these things set up in lifts. If you look at the hollow base, right? So this is, let me see. Yeah, this should be iron. Okay, yeah. So you see the iron's a little offset over there. I want the iron to come up on a lift, and I want the lithium, which is right over here, to come up in a lift. And it's not, you know, I can even just put the lifts right here. I already have a mine shaft right there, so I can even just have the lifts come straight up right next to each other. Or, honestly, I can move it to wherever I want. I can move it. I can have them come up right here. I don't know if there's ore or where the ore is. I can kind of come up in between. And, you know, there's that green. That might even be copper, right? So, yeah, copper. There's copper down there. Everything's down there. So, maybe set up a lift structure, right? Because our copper's right here. So, set up some kind of lift array. Maybe right here, you know, wherever I decide. That way I can do the 6 belts and really get the volume coming out that I want. Because, you know, these come up faster than I can process them for right now. Granted, I'm not doing anything with them. But you see this tin right here. This tin is constantly being used. This does not stop. You do not see a stockpile over here. And if we go inside, you know, like that tin is going down. That number is dropping because we're using it quick. And you know, to me, that just tells me, you see nothing on the belts. That just tells me we're consuming faster than we're producing. And the same over here. I don't even have force inductions on all this. And these are really designed to accommodate 10 belts. These ones, maybe not so much. I have to kind of be creative with how I do them. Actually, yeah, you know, I could totally do 10 belts over here. Yeah, so everything is expandable. You know, there's cargo lifts that, you know, we're using basic ones right now, right? The basic cargo lifts. But there's bulk cargo lifts that bring up, I think, 2,000. And, you know, once we start getting cutter heads and everything and really being efficient with the ore we have, we're going to start pulling up a lot more really quick. And I think there is even, I think it might be this one, orbital. So not like a crazy amount either. But if we look at what it unlocks, improved cargo lifts. And I think these are the ones that give you 2,000. 1,000. Okay, that's fine. But they use 250 power per second. So, you know, plenty of... We'll start getting plenty of power. We have all of the stuff we need to really start producing. I made one refinery to create some pellets based on what I had. But I want to do a whole kind of episode just based on refinery stuff, right? Like setting up refineries, doing all this and that. But that's also going to come with biomass and digging shafts and all kinds of stuff. We got to kind of see where's a good vein. We need to get cutter heads kind of going. And we, you know, we don't, like I said, once this gets set up, we don't need the, in fact, I might even set up refineries over here. We don't need the biomass to make fuel that we can power the turbines with. But we will need it for plastic. And I don't know if it creates something else. I don't have any of the refinery stuff on me. Or do I? Yeah, I just need the controller. So yeah, it looks like high energy composite fuel, plastic pellets. So those are our options, and that's stuff we're gonna get going for sure. I can't stress that enough. How badly I want to get this going. In fact, let's go take a look and see kind of what it's been up to. In between episodes, I did have to move some things around because we weren't reaching the whole stack. You know, we still have some overgrown tentacles, but it looks like we've kind of beat the resin back a little bit. How much do we have in here? Oh, 93. That's not bad. And this, you know, I don't know why it grew to where it did, but it doesn't look like it's really growing right now. So this is kind of keeping it at bay to where it is. So, like I said, eventually we're going to clear out this upper area. I'll probably maybe move this forward, clear out the upper area, and try to build a room around this as best we can so that we can contain it and start exploiting it. And yeah, I mean, those are kind of, I'm kind of laying out all the short-term goals for this series. I want to definitely redo this, and then the main thing I want to do, right, I want to start getting jet turbines going. But you can see, I mean, we could get the intakes easy. We can start getting these going again, but we need the plastic pellets to really really create it. So I might, you know, I'm kind of conflicted, right? We want to be doing a couple things at a time. So I think on the next episode, I might go down to the toxic caverns, set up some stuff, and really get the get some biomass at least. Oh, you know what? Get some biomass mining at least, so I can go down and grab some. But I wonder. Now I know we can make cutter heads, and I think we can even make plasma cutter heads. The thing is, these have very low durability. But I eventually, you know, in order to get that really set up, I'm going to need to run power. In fact, that reminds me, what do I need for the Mark III lasers? Because why run Mark II if I can run Mark III? And those are fairly expensive. So this might be something else that we set up to autocraft, because we can make, I think we can make manufacturing plants, yeah. So we can make manufacturing plants and just set them up to build, you know, autocraft stuff. And that reminds me, I don't have a servo motor crafter. And those always come up in the weirdest like the weirdest recipes. Where servo motor maker. I'm gonna go do this real quick. Copper wires. Okay. Wait, let me get another extruder. Let's go build this real quick. We'll kind of run through our garbage thief. We'll run down here. I'm gonna build servo motor maker. Because we have copper is basically not getting used at all. So let's I'm sure we can kind of come off of that. You know what? I have an idea. We're gonna do, wait, do I have it on here already? Oh, never mind. We're gonna do this. We are going to replace that with servo motor maker. Where are you? I'm blind. I'm blind. Where are you? No. I'll find it eventually. There we go. Well, that was not the icon I was expecting. Okay. So we're going to do belt. And then, I don't know if this puts it straight into a hopper. Okay. So we're going to do that. But then we're going to do this. We're just going to put another extrusion plant right here. We are going to just run this straight off here. And we're going to do this. Make it add only. So now we'll still have wire, but now we'll also have servo motors. So just like that. Our iron gears, look at that, already full. These are filling up rather quickly, actually. Our copper is getting used, so that's nice. How is our lightweight machine housings looking? Oh, these are tin plates. We got 100. 290 lightweight machine housings. How many do I have on me? So yeah, that's so nice. I can't wait to get this stuff kind of fleshed out and beaming up here. But a lot of the final design is going to happen once we have the turbines going, because that's basically going to dictate how we can beam power everywhere. You know, we have these blocks, these energy grommets, right? So with an energy grommet, you know, it functions just like a logistics grommet, like one of these things right here. Except you basically, I think you can put a, battery. Do I not have any of the other batteries on me? Okay. Well, let's do this. So you can take, I know I have Mark IIs, there you go. So you can throw a battery down like that, and I know you can do a battery to battery, but I think you can also do a battery on one side. Let me look at the actual tooltip there. Yeah, power thermic generators, solar panels, and power supply box will transfer through this. Okay, so you could do something like this, and then, you know, switch to, if this is inside the room, you could switch to a laser. And obviously from outside the room, you can feed it, right? So that's how you would get the power into the room. So rather than seeing this, you know, I might build a Mark IV battery or something that's just powered by pyrothermic generators, because I don't want to not use the coal, right? We have a whole mass storage right over there full of coal. And then use this kind of setup on room, like right here, right? This is the perfect example. Rather than having this go through the room, I would have a power or an energy grommet, a battery on each side, and then wherever the main junction is, just beam power in there. And then from there, I could distribute the power wherever I want, keeping in mind that we've got the, you know, the downstream power things to think about. So that's one option. The other option is I make this as another floor, this -10 level, and I go down more and build just like almost like a whole energy layer. Like a, is this a whole? Yeah. Well, you know, so we have these right here, right? So I can, you know, slap a battery on here and beam power into it, you know. And I can do that all from down here, you know, and I'm 6 down right now, and I think the turbines are only 3 high. So definitely not impossible to do. But, you know, it's a matter of how do we want to approach these problems, and then just doing it, because I put too much work into this to just see it kind of go to waste. You know? And we got 15,000 enriched coal that we can get 128 power per second out of with generators. So I definitely think it's worth exploring, and it's definitely worth utilizing still. It's just a matter of where are we going to use it. So thanks for sticking around. I think I'm going to call that an episode right now. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you got any questions or comments, leave it down below. And with that, I hope to see you guys on the next one.